Jo Dee Messina, the country singer, has ties to Northeast Kingdom. Her daddy was a principal for Northeast Kingdom Vermont during that given time of 2006 and 2007 when my children were illegally taken from my care. The state of Vermont violated myself and my children. Jo Dee Messina is the country singer. Her father was a principal in North Country, Northeast Kingdom, Vermont. During the time that my daughters were taken illegally from my custody and placed with Real Robillard, who happened to be the Vermont state detective who appears as a detective in the movie Super Troopers. It's a Vermont-based movie about the Vermont State Police. Watch it. Now, this gets even better. North Country School Advisory is located in Newport, Vermont. That, again, being ties to Jo Dee Messina's family. Her father, okay, has ties with who other than the film producers for Super Troopers and the state police detective, Real Robillard, and his wife, Marion, who lied about me. And why did they have custody of my children? Why were my children taken from me under false pretenses and the fictitious faxed warrant of abandonment that was not presented to me, but told to me by Falmouth Police Department, who that police officer has been terminated for lying and stealing. Isn't that correct? Falmouth Police Department of Cape Cod, Massachusetts, where my grandfather, Thomas Howes, is the founder. Okay? And the chief of police that's been there for 25 plus years is still there today. Was the chief of police of Falmouth Police Department, Barnstable County. When I was approached by phone after leaving the attendance of a funeral for a male subject that had been driving and hauling the Ferris wheel that goes into Barnstable County Fairgrounds. His name was Eddie Kipp. He was killed by a drunk driver coming out of Barnstable County. Okay? He wasn't drunk. Eddie Kipp wasn't drunk. The driver that was being allowed to drink and drive in Barnstable County is the one that was drinking and driving and killed Eddie Kipp. So I was there attending his funeral. During that time, I didn't know that Barnstable County and the state of Vermont were conspiring to take my children from me. So Vermont had already taken Brianna and Savannah, and Falmouth Police Department, Falmouth, Massachusetts, came with DCF worker to the fairgrounds and took my child, Kiana Crossan. They told me they wouldn't leave until I got there, but because of the nature of what they were doing, they had to prove on their behalf that they were doing something right, which they were actually doing wrong, because you see, they violated my rights without due process, USC 242, 1983, leading me to here today, where we're at in DC. So, Falmouth Police Department took custody of my daughter, and then we're going to find out how Kiana got transferred from Falmouth Police Department to the state of Vermont into the custody of Real Robillard and his wife. They're not kin to me. I was born in Vermont, in Northeast Kingdom. My paternal family is in Northeast Kingdom, so that was another violation. Okay? But because y'all want to keep on violating me and hiding and abetting the crime that happened against me, Jo Dee Messina, I'm requesting that you contact me and you help me bring to light what's happened. Since then, it's been brought to my attention that Jeffrey Hare, who is the Border Patrol supervisor and agent, he had sexually assaulted my daughter. That's why she ran away. She got on an airplane and I was lied about. They told that I bought her a plane ticket. So they tried to arrest me. The state of Vermont has continuously done me wrong. And that is why I filed. Okay? I filed many lawsuits, 87 billion plus multi-million in the state of Vermont, and I'm filing more. And I'm readdressing the court here in Washington, D.C. with a copy of all of those lawsuits that I filed that were disgustingly dismissed frivolously, without a doubt. You hold on, I'm going to share some more information just to prove to you that Jo Dee Messina's daddy is part of North Country Elementary. It gets better, okay? So my grandfather was the founder of Cape Cod, okay, Barnstable County, and Jo Dee Marie Messina, born on August 25th of 1970 in Framingham, Massachusetts, daughter of Vincent and Mary Messina. Okay, that right there tells you how close a tie she has to Cape Cod, Massachusetts, okay? So, what does Jo Dee Messina not know, but you need to know, Jody, is that my daughter was sexually abused by the people that you trust and you're friends with and your family too. So with that being said, April 28, 2006, pianist Diana Fanning from Stowe, mud season is over, spring is here. Jo Dee Messina from Essex County, Essex, Vermont, or Essex County. Well, I was in Essex County with my children, and it was the people of Vermont that took my children that know Jo Dee Messina, okay? And I'm going to keep on stressing this because I want some answers. Jo Dee Messina mourns the loss of her beloved mother, April 21st, 2020. Well, guess what? Jo Dee Messina, I still mourn the loss of being able to be a mother, a grandmother, and being with my family. So I don't know if I feel bad about your mother as bad as I feel about the fact that my grandchildren live there in Northeast Kingdom and are subjected to your family. So I am worried that your father and your family are perhaps criminals that need to be brought to justice. So I don't know what's worse, living without your mother, knowing that she's dead, or living without your mother when you're still alive. So I'm asking you, Jo Dee Messina, to contact my daughters, Brianna Knights, Kiana Crossan, and Savannah Crossan. Kiana lives in Northeast Kingdom, Vermont. Brianna does as well. Savannah lives in Maine. So Jo Dee Messina, I'm asking you cordially to reach out to my daughters and tell them what it's like to have a mother in a grave. And at the same time, I want you to think about, Jo Dee Messina, how it felt for you to go through cancer treatments and not have your mother. I'm very well alive, and so are my children, to tell about all of what your friends did to us. So I'm asking you again to assist, okay? I don't know what else to say about that, Jody. Do you know Joda Hodge? Was that part of it? Okay. So again, Jo Dee Messina's dad knew about everything. You got Michael Knox, who's now in jail for rape, or was in jail, but he's facing criminal charges because he raped a friend of the family. It's in the newspaper. You can read it. I showed it in a different video. Then you got Jeffrey Hare, who I showed you the paperwork. He was found to have abused my daughter. Okay. Michael Knox abused me. He abused Jeremiah, and he abused Brianna. And I don't know how many others got abused because they haven't come forward yet. But Jeremiah DeSlandis will tell you what Michael Knox did to him. Brianna will tell you that she knows about what happened. It's verified that Brianna has been abused many, many times, trying to silence her and trying to kill her. So again, Jo Dee Messina, I address this to you, and I will send a copy of this to you in Nashville, in any recording studio that I can get emails for and addresses to. Remember, my Aunt Jewel House wrote the music for Red Sovine, and she also wrote the music for Hank Williams. So I also have family, okay? So what you did was you are allowing this boat to be rocked, and I don't want any rocking of this boat. Thank you.